Today, Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. Today we are going to read a letter to God. Class 10 NCERT book, also for Odisha board. We will discuss this topic. First of all, understand whom we write the letter. Whom we know, to our friends and relatives and to business offices, etc. etc. But you might have seen one film, Gopala Gopala, in Hindi movie, where God was held responsible for the earthquake and the damage of the building. So he demanded compensation from the insurance company and taken God into court. And there were many halla people, lawyers, everyone cried. The pandits of the mandis, masjids, all religions, they also shouted angrily. They told that we don't believe in God. He's making a case against the God. It's a very good film. So you might have seen it. I am not going to that. I am now telling about this particular text. When we are very happy, we forget God. And when there is a crisis, some problem, for example, an exam, we always go to the temple and request God, bribe God, that I will give you a coconut, I will give 100 rupees, or whatever I want for success in exam. Whenever we are in problem, we blame God for everything. But as a believer in God, whatever religion, we always expect that God will help us. God is our friend, philosopher, guide. Just we have listened the Sanskrit sloka. Tumeva mata cha pita tumeva mata pita tumeva bandhu cha sakha tumeva. That means God is everything to us. He is my friend, philosopher, father, mother, everything. So similarly, this is the story where a person, farmer, who was living in a lonely house on the hill valley. He had harvested the crops. He was waiting for the rain, like all the farmers in India. When the rain came, he was very happy, but with the rain came thunderstorm. So his field was covered with snow. All his harvest was gone. Like in the language of the writer, covered with salt, white. So all his crops were destroyed. He had worked day and night for this harvesting. So what did he do? What he has to do now? Although he was not so educated, he wrote a letter to whom? To God, complaining about the loss and to compensate the loss. So he was expecting 100 person that amount of money in their currency from God, but he got only 50, more than 50. So he again written to God that give me the rest. He demanded complete money, and on getting the money he was not at all surprised. When we pray to God for something, when we get it, then we are very happy. When you get it full, but if you will get half, suppose you expect 100 marks in the exam, but you will get 50 marks. What will happen? Will you angry? You will not get first class, for 60% is necessary. But here this comes for money, compensation for the loss. Similarly, we will read the chapter line by line, but here the money came through the postal department, through the postman. So he thought that the post office had, the staff of the post office had taken away the money. So he requested God not to give him mail. Next time we will read line by line and try to understand the topic. This is the letter to God, written by G.L. Fuentes. So first of all, you will have to know about the writer who has written the text story. This is so popular and so good story that it is taught in Odisha board, also in the All India level NCERT, that means economic government schools. So you know it. This is a very good story. You have to know first the question, where the farmer live, the name of the farmer, who is the farmer. Question answer is up there. You will get short questions on this topic. First of all, we will know about the author. Who is the author? George Lopez Fuentes. He was born in 1895 and died in 1966. He was a Mexican novelist. Novel means, you know, just now we will discussing the short story. It is a very long story. It will take almost pages, 500 pages, 1000 pages, 2000 pages, chapters after chapters. Very long. Short novels are also there. Novel means full of description. So in story you will give only one incident. Suppose this story is completed. What will happen? You will think one film is there, one film Bahubali, part 1 and part 2. In some films there is part 3, part 4 like this coming. Similar in this story, when the farmer asks for more money, whether he gets it or not, that is not mentioned like that. When I will complete the story, you will know it. You might have read the story. Yourself read the story. Story itself is the best key. So I am talking first, telling about the writer. He is a Mexican novelist, poet and journalist. Three things at the same time: poet and journalist. Fuentes started writing at the age of 15. He started writing at the age of 15 when the Mexican Revolution began. Mexican Revolution started. Many of his books are related to the civil conflict. Civil conflict means day-to-day conflicts inside the state, public, farmers. His stories are exciting and humorous. Many of his works are concerned with opposition of Americans. It was thought that he is opposing the Americans. He was awarded the National Prize of Arts and Science in 1935. 1935 he had got this prize. Now I will read the story line by line. Please listen carefully, so we will learn it line by line. Why line by line? Word by word. Because some questions are concerning who. Who means just simple answer. The person. Where? The place. And how. These are the short questions. Whom, how, where. As is the question, similarly you will have to answer. And you have to know the meanings. Meanings means, I am again telling you, just read the topic carefully, so you will automatically understand the meaning. From this second line, third line, fourth line, you will complete the passage, you will know the meaning. Sometimes in exam passages are given, you have to answer the questions. First read the full passage, then you get the meaning of the words. The house, the only one in the entire valley. Only one house was there, no other house. It was lonely in the entire valley. Sat on the crest of low hill. On the low hill it was situated. From this height one would see the river and the field of ripe corn, dotted with the flowers that always promised good harvest. He has always he can see the full scenery. Natural things, natural scenery. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Like the farmer, he was already expecting a shower, rain for his harvest. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Lencho was the farmer. He was waiting for the rain towards the northeast. He was expecting rain from the northeast side. Like we were calling the monsoon, southwest monsoon, southeast monsoon, coming from Bay of Bengal, anywhere it is coming, from where rain will come, just towards that sky, is always waiting for the rain. All the farmers are waiting. This is the somewhere when there is irrigation facility available, then there is no problem. But this is the on the hill side, where remaining valley, only one house, where only depend on the rain. No irrigation facility available. Now also in India also the same problems are there. They are always waiting for rain and praying to God to give good rain. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." See, God willing. The farmer Ranchu told his wife that now we will get some rain. Then his wife replied that, preparing the supper, told that God is willing, so we will get the rain. The older boys were working in the field. His older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones are playing near the house. Smaller, they cannot work, small boys. Until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." Then the wife, mother of the child, called all them all to come home, come back for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Lencho had predicted that it will come in the night when they were eating the meal. At the time of dinner, big drops of rain dropped. So what will happen? In the northwest, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Mountains side clouds were seen, so they were expecting very good rain. The air was fresh and sweet. At the time of rain, air was very fresh, sweet, feeling cool. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, when it is raining, all small child, everyone, we also feel to dance in the rain, to go out, feel the rain, but because of fear of the cold and fear our family, that means our mother, father, parents told me to remain at home so that we do not catch cold. These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are no coins. For the farmer, when the rain will come, then he will have good harvest, he will sell it and he will get coins in the market. That is money. That means these are not the raindrops, these are the money, coins. भगवान सफर फाड़ के देते हैं, पैसा का बारिश होता है, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना. That is like that. The coins are coming, notes are coming from the sky. Farmer just felt very happy. That is not raindrops, the coins are falling from the sky. The big drops are 10 cents and the little ones are 5 cents. Big drops is 10 cents and little are 5 cents. Their money, just like 5 rupees, 10 rupees extra coins. That is, he felt very happy. But we don't know when we are very happy, behind it what is there. God knows it. And what God is doing, it is for good of all of us. We should believe in God. We always believe. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers, draped in cotton of rain. Ripe corn was very good looking. The rain was falling on it. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. But with the rain, hailstones also began to fall. Big stones, hailstones. You might have seen white color. In the childhood, we always collect some stones, hailstones. These truly did resemble new silver coins. Those hailstones are looking like silver coins. The boys exposing themselves to the rain ran out to collect the frozen pearls. These were looking like just pearls, very beautiful, shining. So the boys collected the hailstones. It is really getting bad now, explained the man. So that his happiness was over. Told that now all his harvest will be lost, destroyed by these hailstones. He was expecting the rain, but with the rain come the hailstones. So always there with happiness, sorrow also comes. Behind the happiness there is always sorrow. And behind the sorrow there is happiness. With good, bad comes. Bad, good also comes. You cannot tell anything in the life. You always expect. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. He expected that the hailstones should stop, so that harvest will be saved. But it did not happen. For an hour the hail rained in the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, in the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. The field was covered with hailstones. All the crops were gone, lost, destroyed, like it was all covered with salt, in the language of the author. Not a leaf remained on the trees. All the leaves of the trees fallen down, covered with stone, hailstones. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. All the flowers also lost. Rancho's soul was filled with sadness. He was very unhappy, very sad. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his son, when the storm was over, he went out in his fields and told his sons, a plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hell has left nothing. This year will have no crop. Everything is lost now. They will have no money, no crops. That night was a sorrowful one. So they slept. They cannot sleep. Sorrowful night. Very unhappy. Because all his labor were lost. Whatever he had tried, hoped, gone. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. Then he told that there is no one who can help us. जिसका कोई नहीं होता है उसका खुदा होता है. We have learned. Similarly, he was thinking there is no one who can help us. He was only living in that area. We will all go hungry this year. He told that he will go hungry that year. As a question. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. But there is a single hope for the man, that there will be help from God. God will help them. This time I remember one story. On the hillside, some soldiers were passing. They went to a tea shop. Very cold time. No one was there. It was locked. So the captain told to stop there, and the soldiers also opened the gate and prepared the tea. Milk was there themselves. Then they put some money in that table and passed by. When they returned back after some days, the only shop was also open. The owner of the shop had gone for some problem. He had treatment of his son, some medical help. He was in deep need of money, deep. And when he saw the money on his table, he was told that God had sent those money. God had given them. Because no one is there. When the soldiers came back, he told them that God had sent the money. They had given those two kept the money on their table, but they wanted to disappoint him. To keep his faith, strong faith on God, they did not tell that they had prepared the tea and kept the money. They went away. Similarly, here is also this story. He has deep faith in God. Then what happened? See, don't be so upset. Even though this seems like a total loss, remember, no one dies of hunger. Full faith. भगवान किसको भूखा नहीं रखता है. गीता में भी लिखा है, जोगाख्यों बहम में हूँ. जो भगवान सबके लिए, God has given food for everyone. Don't keep anyone hungry. He has prepared food for everyone. That is what they say. No one dies of hunger. No one dies of hunger. They tell. All through the night, Lencho thought only of hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything. God sees everything. God is omnipresent, everywhere, always everywhere. So, he was a strong believer of God. Even what is in his deep one's conscience, what you are thinking in mind, that also God knows. दिल में क्या सोचता हूँ भगवान को मालूम है. हर एक कण कण में भगवान बसते हैं. भगवान को सब कुछ मालूम है. भगवान जो कुछ व्हाट गॉड हैज इज डूइंग ऑलवेज इट इज़ फॉर आवर गुड. He knows everything. You don't have to tell him anything. Just pray and God knows you will fulfill everything. Your hopes. Always just thank God for everything. Prayer is the best medicine. Dhenchu was an ox of a walking like an animal in the fields. He had walked like an animal in the fields. But still he knew how to write. But he had knowledge of writing alphabets. The following Sunday at daybreak he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to own town place and place in the mail. He started writing. It took some long time. Then he by himself took the letter, the mail, post office. It was nothing less than a letter to God. It was just a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will be hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field and again to live until the crop comes because it's hailstorm. He need only 100 pesos. For what? Till the next crop. He will sow his fields and maintain his family. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter in the to address to whom? To God. Just one right address. What is the address of God? He lives in heaven. Where he is omnipresent. So to God just right then he put in an envelope. Went to town at the post office. He placed a stamp on the letter and dropped into small mailbox. For all envelopes, you have to pay some stamp. He posted in the mailbox. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped the post office went to was laughing heartily and showed the letter to God. Postman collected the letter from the box and showed it to the postmaster. He was laughing happily, the letter to God. All normally, there is no address. Who will try to letter to God? Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. He had known that address, where lives God, what is the address of God. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious, and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith?" Postmaster laughed happily. The letter is written to God, but again he was very serious. He thought that the farmer Lencho has strong faith on God. He knows this God is here. But we always pray to God. We don't believe that God is there. God is here or somewhere. Can you write a letter to God? No. We always pray just in the temple, expect Him. But he was very strong, so he wrote a letter to God. They known that letter reached to God. He has full faith. God is there. Help him. I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God. The postmaster saying that I might have such faith. He had no faith. We don't have such faith, strong faith in God. So he praised the man. That he has very strong believer of the answer. But the postmaster had not strong faith. He wished that he would have like faith in God like that farmer. So in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. So the postmaster told that he will give a reply to the letter. Like from God, if you write two letters on, he will also give back a reply. So from God, he will write the reply. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But when he opened the letter, read the letter, he thought that not only letter, writing, he needed something else. But he had asked for 100 pesos. But he stuck into his illusion. He asked for money from his employer and he himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. We collect money from someone who is very ill. We always collect money from friends, relatives. Look, people always help. Similarly, his staff helped, collected some money from his staff. He himself gave some money, charity. It is very good. If you give something to someone, help to poor person like beggars, anyone who is in needy, you will get it back. But you should not expect anything from it. You should give it from your heart. The postmaster is a very kind man, kind person. So, on behalf of God, from God, he gave the money, collected the money. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. More than 50 pesos he could collect. He put the money in envelope addressed to Lencho and with it letter containing only a single word as signature of God. Only single word, signature, God, and below. That means he'll know that God had sent the money. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. In the village areas, always the farmers anyone ask in the post office, hardin letter come, चिट्ठी आई है, गाना सुना है? This type, villagers always they expect a long time has any letter come from God. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him while the postmaster experiencing the contentment of the man who has performed good deed looked at one from his office. Postman gave the letter to Lencho, but postmaster was looking very happy. He had done a work of charity. When you give something to someone, you feel very happy. They always give good kindness. You should always give someone, not in money, but you help someone cross the road, teach someone, poor students, whatever thing you do, you always feel happy. From your heart you should do it. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. What was his confidence? He was not at all surprised. He was very confident God will positively help him. But you have no confidence. You have no confidence. God will positively help. A strong faith we should have. I always think that I should have this confidence. Let's try it. I believe in full God, but always this confidence is not 100%. So we are not getting. You might have story seen the Mahabharata when Draupadi full-fledgedly surrendered to God, then God helps. Krishna helped him. Krishna in the meeting hall saved his same her. There was another story. How God helped. We read such stories. Elephant and crocodile story. How God helps, but we ourselves have not such faith. We should have full faith, 100% faith on God. We will talk to God. Whatever we ask, we will get it. Full confidence, then we will get it. Just like that, he got it. There is a question. Was Lencho surprised? We will get this question. At the answer, Lencho was not at all surprised getting the money. Such was the confidence, but he became angry when counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. He know that God could not have made a mistake because he had asked for 100 pesos and God has almighty full money. He could have sent full money. He thought that the postmaster or his staff might have looted the money, half of the money, and given him half. Immediately Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. Immediately in the post office asked for paper and ink. On the public writing table he started to write. On post office itself he started writing the letter. With much wrinkling of his brow caused by the effort of heart to express his ideas. What he had ideas he expressed. He was very angry. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed the envelope with a blow of his fist. He was very angry. So affixed a stamp and with a fist, strongly. Always table में हम लोग मारते हैं ना जोर से गुस्सा हो. He went to the window to buy a stamp. He licked, affixed envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell in the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it, said, and dropped the letter and went away. Then the postmaster went away. He was thinking that he might have thanked him. Something like that he was expecting. God of the money that I asked for only 70 pesos reached me. 70 pesos they had collected and given him. He told that I have got only 70 pesos. Send me the rest since I need it very much. He told that I need very much. Send me 30. Rest me 30. I had asked for 100 pesos to manage for the next harvest season. So the crops, like maintain his family. but don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. He writing that, but don't send it through the mail by some other way, by hand something you send it, because the post office crooks, persons are crooks, dishonest person might take the money. That is the very good story. Just listen, understand, and try to answer all the questions by yourselves. If you cannot, just WhatsApp me. My number is 9938501329. I repeat, 9938501329. And if you like my teaching method story, you just subscribe my channel, give it a like, share it with friends so they can also learn. And then we'll come in the next chapter some other stories and poems, question answers, grammars, everything. Okay, thank you for today.